I've had a guidebook for Iceland since 2013, so I don't know what took me so long to get there. But I will say this, if you ever get the chance to take one of Iceland Air's stopovers, I highly recommend it. I actually loved it so much that I'm going back for another stopover this spring. Now, forgive my ignorance, but Iceland was different than I expected it to be in a really lovely way. In my mind, going to Iceland is going to be a little bit like going camping, which I was so wrong about. Yes, the landscapes are incredible and you will absolutely get to explore places that look like they're not of this earth. But the food and drinks and culture, while rooted in a really beautiful rustic history, was so much more than that. I love that artisans and chefs took their history and expanded on it. So you'll see sheep that's making the wool right next to a Michelin star restaurant. Another thing that surprised me about Iceland was the sheer scale of it. I was expecting glaciers and waterfalls. I just didn't realize how ridiculously large they are. For example, this is one waterfall, and you can see me, that little 5'6" of me, being absolutely dwarfed. And everywhere you turn, there's history. I also stayed at a beautiful horse farm that prides itself on sustainability. The owner is called Mr. Iceland, and you open up your bedroom doors to horses, and I took what ended up being a private ride onto the black sand beach, and this is incredible. Icelandic horses have a different gait than I was used to, so I was much more sore than I was expecting, so I popped over to the Blue Lagoon before hopping back on a flight.